speakers. And I would request all of you, like I mentioned before, please do evaluate each of the speaker under the section of speaker 1, 2, 3, and 4 respectively, because it's actually going to help us and the speakers as well. I would request the timer to please give the qualified speaker's name.
All the 4 speakers are qualified.
Thank you. Yeah, we can put your report in there. Okay. Now with this we'll move to our next session, which is actually one of the very interesting sessions. That is the table topic session. And like I mentioned before, it's an impromptu speech where you have to come and speak, and our TT Master will be conducting this session. Now before I call upon the TT Master, let me just give a short brief of this person. So when I asked this person, what is your views on the theme of the day? Actually, he was oblivious. I don't know. I'm like, okay. I asked him right now, can you please tell me what are your views on the theme of the day? And he's like, can you explain me, Divya, what it actually means? And the conversation went on. He's like, I don't want moon. I want the star, the superstar. So help me welcome the superstar of medley, Toastmaster Junior Ramakrishnan.
Thank you, Divya. Very good afternoon, Toastmasters.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ramakrishnan, as a TT Master of today's meeting. So, as Deemer said, TT table topic session is an impromptu speech session. I will select any person from this crowd randomly, and I will assign a topic. So, speaker has to speak at least 2 minutes. For 2 minutes, at least they have to speak 1 minute, or up to 2 minutes 30 seconds to qualify forward. So let's go to the TT session. Let's call the first speaker, Toastmaster Ronnie. Toastmaster Ronnie, if you could be any age again for 1 week, what age and why? If you could be any age again for 1 week, what age and why? Toastmaster Ronnie.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. If I could be one age again for a week or a month or a year, I would wish to go back to the age between, say, 7 and 12 maybe. According to me, one of the best ages to be in, the age when I was in school. Life was pretty much very simple over there. It was only about 3 things: eating, going to school, and sleeping. 3 very simple things made the day. It was not complicated. There was no tension. I didn't have a boss, nor a girlfriend, or taunting parents or anything. As a matter of fact, life was simple. The simplicity of life that I experienced during those ages, when the simplest pleasures would be for the evening game of cricket that I play with my fellow friends, the time spent with my parents, the time spent watching Popeye early at 7 a.m. in the morning, and the best part, that which I think most of us don't get now, summer vacations. Guaranteed 2 months of laziness and absolutely doing nothing. So if I had to go back in time to a time and age, I would definitely go back to school and just stay there. So, over to you.
Next, we will call our drama queen, Toastmaster Shamba. Toastmaster Shamba, sell this to an audience. A car that can fly. Sell this to an audience. Car that can fly. See how she is selling.
Fellow Toastmasters, I have something very new for you today. A car which can fly in the air. And if you ask me why you should buy this car, I'll tell you. From childhood, we've been dreaming about superheroes. In fact, last week we had a theme called superheroes. And from childhood, we've been, dreaming about superheroes, and then the angels and the fairies and all that. And honestly, the birds which fly, because I don't know how many of you did it in this room, but I'll be very honest, I was always fascinated with stuff like that, always. So if you ask me why this car which can fly, then I'll obviously tell you that this car can give you a feeling of the sky, and you can enjoy the clouds, and especially, you know what, I think we'll get a break from the human beings which are on the earth. Okay, and you can do a lot of stuff in the car, basically. I mean, okay, not in other way, but generally. But when you go on the road in the earth and all, you have to see the traffic, and then maybe a lot of other things which will be disturbing you. So if you ask me why car which can fly in the air, then I'll tell you the most simple reason is there's no traffic. There are no stupid human beings. And most importantly, you can experience the sky out there. So that's it. Yeah.
Next, I will call Toastmasters Sundaram. Toastmasters Sundaram, sir. What tradition would you most want to pass on to your children? What tradition would you most want to pass on to your children? Toastmasters Sundaram.
Toastmaster, table topic master, Toastmasters, and guest. So, what tradition you want to pass on to your children? So that's an interesting topic. And of course, my children, they have grown up and now they have started their own life. I'm not sure whether they are going to follow me, even if it's want to teach them or not. But what I want to do is I would like to be a role model. Whatever I do, I want to be a role model, and in a subtle way, they have to learn something from me. So number one thing is, I started my career in an oil refinery. So in fact, most of my classmates or batchmates, they left for Middle East within 5 years. But I wanted to be in my other country. Somehow, I saw something in our country. I don't know what it is. But I wanted to be in India. So like that, when the next generation, most of them, they wanted to pursue for the MS course or higher education or for abroad job. But my sons never pursued, or they never chased that kind of dream. They wanted to be in Chennai, and every week, one of my sons is staying with me, and the other son is also in Chennai. He frequently visits us. So whatever tradition, whatever thought process I want to follow, I want to be a role model. I don't want to preach them anything. So that's it.
Next, I would like to call Toastmasters Shruti. Do you think of the future with fear or excitement? Do you think of the future with fear or excitement?
Okay. This topic is something that has been in my mind for the past 1 year or so. So when I think about the future, if you have not said whether it is my future or the future of the world or anything else, I feel, as considering my future, I think of it with a mixture of both excitement and fear, because as humans, we don't generally like to go and explore the unknown, but we do it anyway because that is something which is an amazing quality of our particular species. But the future is, after all, an unknown thing, and the fear of the unknown is something which is very, very intrinsic. And to actually go and explore is something that is a very brave thing to do. So I think that even if it is scary, it must be done. And that is what is happening anyway with the advances in technology, with AI and all, with various things happening around us. But there's the dark side to it as well. There is the very possibility that we'll have a Terminator-like situation in the next 100 years or so. So I think of the future as with a bit of excitement, obviously, but I feel that fear is necessary because it keeps us from getting too excited and doing something crazy.
Okay, next I will let you call Toastmasters Surya. Toastmasters Surya, what movie made you to love filling your eyes with water? What movie made you to love filling your eyes with water?
don't used to watch too much of movies in theaters actually. Only pirated It was way back 2 or 3 years back. As I already said, I don't used to watch too much of movies. This is one particular movie which I watched for more than 3 or 4 times, I believe. It was a movie acted by Vijay Sethupathi, Soodhukavu. It was a wonderful movie which portrayed a thief who actually kidnaps person in a funny way and actually reaches out to their parents or someone who from their family and gets money from them. So the wonderful part in that movie is a person which I still remember who builds a temple for Nayantara. That is also a wonderful thing. So that's actually a movie which I enjoyed very well. After that, I don't see much of movies in that kind of a subject with too much of humor in it. Anyways, thank you so much.
Which I would like to call Toastmasters Charan. Getting stronger. Is it good to give money to children who beg? What will you do? Is it good to give money to children who beg? What will you do?
So it depends on the situation. If it were up to me, so there are a number of reported cases in which children are forced to beg in signals by some people who like kidnap them from somewhere or like buy them from some people in a wrong, and then that's a wrong thing to do. And if we refrain from giving money to people in that way, people or children or whoever it may be, who come to us begging in signals and stuff, I believe it might prevent those people from like pursuing these kinds of means in the future. But then again, the people who come to us may truly be in need. So instead of giving them money, I believe asking them what their particular need is and then trying to guide them in that part, or like maybe buying them groceries for a week or so might be more helpful.
Next, I will call Toastmaster Asi. Toastmaster Asi, what habit would you like to take?
Good afternoon, everyone. It's been many months since being into club. So my worst habit is procrastination. So last week also I've seen a few tech talks on how to break procrastination, but still I don't know how to break it. So that's my worst habit till now. In summer, everyone would like to say, so go to YouTube and watch one video, but still if you go at morning 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. you will see YouTube videos only. So I think that's my worst habit. I think within next decade I'm able to break it.
You meet me up. Next, I will call Toastmaster Jose. Toastmaster Jose, which sport do you suggest to add in Olympics? Which sport do you suggest to add in sports?
Thank you. First thing, I might suggest some sport, but it might already be there in Olympics. So, as far as I know, only cricket is not there as of now. But the problem with cricket is not many nations play the sport. So, I don't think that will be a very good suggestion to suggest for an Olympics. But then we have a lot of online games coming up. So, why not? There's one very famous game now, PUBG. A lot of my friends play that. Okay. I believe you can use that sports and Olympics too. So rather than focusing on sports that are played by very less countries, let's focus on sports that are played by all gamers from all around the world. So I would probably go for introducing video games in the Olympics.
Next I will call Toastmaster Gautam. He is from HCL Club. Toastmaster Gautam, who is the funniest person you know? Who is the funniest person you know? Toastmaster Gautam.
Well, it's not me that much, I know. And like if I look back, like it's always been the stand-up comedians that I've been looking up to and saying that they are the best comedians that I've seen. It's always the movie actors. But once joining Toastmasters, I've been introduced to some few amazing people who have inspired me in different ways. One is sitting right in front of us. I remember your reverberation speech that you gave in about marriage, and that was an amazing one. I couldn't control my laughter at that. Like that, those are the things that touches me these days. Like it's one thing to know people on the screen. It's another thing to know that, oh, I have spoken to the comedian. It's different. And that's something that I look forward to. And thank you for the opportunity here.
Next I would like to call Toastmaster Paneer. What is the most difficult thing about getting older? What is the most difficult thing about getting older? Toastmaster Paneer.
So I don't believe in the olden age. The age is only a number. And even at the age of 75, MJR ruled the country, ruled the state. Even at the age of 95, Kalangir is ruling Kalangir was the chief minister, and still he is serving there as the opposition leader. So as far as the age is concerned, it doesn't promote the person or it gives any value to the person. How your attitude towards the public, how you serve the people, how you help the people, that's what it deserves. So age is only a number. Don't have any disbelief for the age and don't underestimate you. You can do a lot of service rather than a young people.
Next I would like to call guest Renu. Yes, Renu. If you could be a superhero, which special power would you like to have? If you could be a superhero, which special power would you like to have? Yes, Renu.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I think I would choose my mom. That would be the superhero I would want, because she was a great source of inspiration for me. She was a great believer in women's rights. I think she was more like a model for us, role model. She didn't. We were 4 daughters, but she didn't put any kind of restrictions on us. She allowed us to do whatever we wanted. She never pushed us to do something, but she was always telling us, you can do whatever you want to do. Be passionate about it. If you want to climb a mountain, you can do it. If you want to drive a car, you can do it. If you want to swim, you can do it. Anything and everything you can do. So I would say that she always pushed us to shoot for the moon. And every time I was filled with jubilation. And every time I would think of my mom, I wouldn't be here today. I'm very sad to say that when she was getting older, I didn't have much patience. Only after she passed away, I realized, my God, I really lost a wonderful person in my life. I'm very sorry about that. We really need to appreciate our mothers, our fathers, and realize what a wonderful influence they have on our lives. Thank you.
Next I would like to call Toastmaster Devaraj. Toastmaster Devaraj, what gift would you like to receive on your birthday? What gift would you like to receive on your birthday, Toastmaster Devaraj?
Actually, my birthday is totally confusing. My certificate is Jan 9.
date of birth is April 18. But my mom, my grandma wish me birthday on 19 because of they following some Tamil calendar. So in current company I joined that, they asked me what is my birthday. I don't know what to say. And then I said that, okay. I said my Jan 19 my birthday. And then my April 18 birthday came, that they said that we have planned. If you said their original birthday, then they'll give you a 2,000 rupee voucher. That time I felt okay. April month I joined. I missed, if I tell the truth, what the hell, man? So, my birthday is totally confusing. Number date Chitra Yare is my birthday. If anyone following the Tamil calendar, please at least wish me. This time, no wish me. That's the only thing. No gifts. At least wish me any day.
Next, I'm calling Toastmaster Victor. You have an old phone, convince people to buy it. You have an old phone, convince people to buy it. Toastmaster Victor.
Good afternoon, people. So I have this beautiful, futuristic I would call, because in current trends and technology there is a lot of disturbance I see through technology. We have an advanced phone, there is a